So 2 nights in a row, 2 live streams in a row. We don't normally do it that way, but we're enjoying it. We're having a lot of fun with these EVP sessions. But I forgot to do something last night, Britt, that I meant to open the show with. But then you said something. It got me really distracted. Hey, Valdo is in the YouTube chat, by the way. Hello, Valdo. Long time no stream. We got to do something. With October coming up, Valdo, we got to dust off the Conrad Brooks films. Maybe do something with that. But anyway, I meant to open the show, but you got long-winded about something. I can't remember what the heck it was you were rambling on and on about last night, and I couldn't. And so I lost track. And yes, I'm waiting for you to say something. Anyway, so I wanted to mention that just before we opened the show last night, remember I said to you, "What? Dolly Parton died?"
Right.
Because there was a headline
and it was
that said Dolly Parton dead, what you need to know, or something like that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Dolly Parton died.
Clickbait.
Yeah. Well, it turned out, and you looked it up quickly. You said, no, she's not dead. That was something, I guess there was a rumor being spread. Oh, crap. There was a rumor being spread about something, and I just realized I forgot to turn on my other light.
Crap.
Rumor being spread about her death. It's not true. If anybody has seen that and you think that she passed away, fortunately she has not. She is right now the reigning queen of country music, and a genuinely beautiful person, great songwriter, and a great performer, and she is very much alive and in good health. So
yes,
just so we're clear.
That's interesting, though. I mean, it said the rumor goes out that she died. Do you go, no, I'm alive? Or do you wait a little bit just to see what people say about you?
Well, gosh, that's I guess if you're Dolly Parton, you don't have to worry about that too much, because I imagine the accolades will come in pretty steadily. I'm not so sure you and I should try that. I don't know.
No, probably not.
I don't think I want to read that stuff. So we got a couple things we're going to do tonight. And in a minute, I'm going to let Britt, you talk or something, because it's going to drive me crazy if I don't go turn that light on. Yeah, I know. It's do you realize, like, when I do the volume on the TV, it can't be on an odd number. I've got to go to an even number unless it's a 5. Like, I can do 25 on the volume setting. I can't do 23. It has to be 24 or 22. But I can do 25.
My girlfriend does the same thing.
Seriously?
It's got to be even numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, she can do 15. She can do 10, 15, and 25. You know.
Yeah, the fives.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't get, because like when she falls asleep and I want to fall asleep because we fall asleep with TV on. Yeah. I turn it down to 9 and I leave it on 9.
That's cruel. That is just plain old cruelty. Wow. I didn't realize you were that
when she wakes up in the
person.
middle of the night. Yes. I like to step on the cracks.
Yeah, that's got to drive her nuts. She turns it on, she's at 9. I mean, talk of all numbers, that's like one of the worst ones to use.
Why is that the worst number?
It just is. 9 seems to be a particularly disturbing number. I'm not sure why. I don't know why. It just seems to
I don't know. It's part of one of the most famous numbers in the world.
Oh my God, you are just something. Do you know what I need to do here? First of all,
you need to turn your light on.
I'm hearing. Yeah, I need to do that. I'm hearing myself through your headphones or something. I'm not sure what it is, but I want to thank a couple of people who have subscribed since we were last broadcasting here. So on Twitch, Iowa Joe renewed.
You know what? Tell the people what we're doing, because everybody's kind of dialing what the hell we're doing. Tell them what we're doing so they stay, and then thank people.
I did, didn't I do that?
No, you got distracted with something. I was rambling and.
Oh yeah, okay. All right, so we're doing a couple things tonight. The first thing we're going to do is Britt actually went to the gravesite of Marilyn Monroe today. He spent some time there. He did an EVP session. We took questions from Facebook. People posted in the comments section questions they wanted to see asked, and Britt used some of those. And he did an EVP session. And we have not listened to this EVP session. We have not played it back. So we'll be doing that live tonight. We'll be playing it back. We'll be doing it in minute chunks and trying to figure out what, if any, response we got. Now, again, we know that they're not ideal conditions in the middle of a metropolitan area, L.A., in the middle of the day, a lot of background noise, a lot of birds, a lot of other noises. We get that. But what happens if that voice comes through? What happens if all of a sudden we hear a female voice right up to the microphone that says, Britt, you're sexy. Talk to me some more. Then we know you weren't really at Marilyn Monroe's grave. That's what happens. We know that's not where you really were. That'd be a different
Marilyn's grave.
No, but seriously, that's what we're talking about. If something like that punches through clearly, then all that background noise is irrelevant. None of that means anything. Now, before you did the EVP session, you did a quick 360, right, with your phone with video.
Yep.
So people get a sense of your surroundings. So we'll have a sense if there's any people around. All of that. So we're going to do that tonight. And then in addition to that, I've got a new psychic experiment. Fun thing that we're going to try, psychic challenge, we'll call it. Not an experiment anymore. Now it's going to be called a psychic challenge, and I'm going to introduce that. And then the last thing we'll do tonight is we're going to premiere our new Paranormal Guys cartoon, the new one, the one that we just finished.
The one we just finished?
Well, we finished it last week. But anyway, so that's what's going on tonight. So stay with us. I just want to do a couple pieces of housekeeping here. I want to thank Iowa Joe for renewing his subscription on Twitch. Thank you for doing that. Iowa uses Amazon Prime so that he can do it for free, but it still gives us credit. Pip Bub also subscribed, and K.A. Beverly, a new subscriber on our Twitch channel. Thank you so much for doing that. We've got a lot of new followers there as well. Welcome to the family, everyone. We appreciate you being here. And same thing with Facebook and the same thing with YouTube. We welcome you and thank you all for being part of our family. Now, we've got a couple of very, very important investigations coming up in our very near future. In fact, 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks now, we're going to be at the Bailey Seton Hospital. If you look it up, and I had a picture here, which I could find, but I don't have it readily available. But this is a massive hospital on Staten Island in New York City. It's huge. Half of it has been shut down, closed, and that's the half we're going to be investigating. Now, I will warn you that we will not be able to cover even a fraction of the half that we're going to investigate. There's a lot there. And we're going to do it in pieces. We're going to get as much done as we possibly can. We've got the Ghost Sisters joining us. We're really, really anxious to work with them. Mandy, who's the leader of the founder, I'll call her leader of the Ghost Sisters. She's a psychic medium. She's terrific to work with. She's well-grounded. She's a great investigator. Not everything is a ghost to her. She's terrific, and I'm really excited to work with her. And her two sisters are great investigators, and they work as a team. They'll be with us. And then Danger Zone Paranormal. Yeah. What about Mandy?
Just say, you said she's well grounded. Does she have like copper heels that dig into the ground so that she
right? So if she's struck by lightning, it goes passes right through into the ground. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
just checking.
That's what I was talking about. No, and then Danger Zone Paranormal. Danger Close is his code name. The former members of the Sector 12 Paranormal group. These guys have their own group now, and they're going to come out. There's 4 of them that are going to come out and help us do this investigation. So we'll have like 12 people, maybe 15 people there doing all of this, and it's going to be quite an event and quite a weekend investigating the Bailey Seton Hospital. And this is going to be the biggest one we've done. This is going to be the biggest one we've done.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, insane big.
Hey, Mary Grace.
Almost too big, probably.
Mary Grace is teasing me by putting 9s in the chat. A lot of 9s.
See, I love Mary Grace because she will not take your shit and just puts it out there.
Listen, I didn't give anybody shit about it. I just said, isn't 9 a terrible number?
You were the one that accused all of us odd people of being weird. I'm sorry, but you're the weird one. I don't think I said.
Listen, I know I didn't say that you were weird, odd people. What I said was I have to have it at an even number, and I was saying that because I thought that was weird. So I was actually calling myself weird. Don't pretend you're typing something important.
You should probably look at the YouTube chat.
Oh, jeez, what'd you do? Oh my God, that's just cruel. And Iowa Joe, you're right. He is weird, and he's cruel. Look at this. Look at this. Look what he's doing in the YouTube chat. Plus, he changes the volume to 9 on his girlfriend, so when she sees it, she freaks out. He's just cruel. Just cruel.
Right.
Just cruel.
Yes.
Fuzz Jaybird is in our Twitch chat. Fuzz is going to be helping us out at Bailey Seton. He is a filmmaker, and his crew and part of his team is going to be there to help us out for the filming and portion of all of that. We're excited about that. Who else do we have joining us? Oh, now you're doing it in the Facebook chat. Thank you for that, too. Thank you. Oh, my God. Anyway, so I'll tell you what. How do we want to tee up this the EVP session, the Marilyn Monroe EVP session?
Well, first thing I want to say is please smash that like button and share the video. That helps us out a lot. But, we only have 2 likes right now, 2 thumbs up in the Facebook side. I can't see the YouTube side. But, smashing the like button and also commenting in chat helps get us seen by the algorithm. And then they'll hopefully it picks us up and spreads this out to a wider net of people. And that's what we're here for, is to entertain the masses as best we can. So please, if you could smash the like button, that'd be awesome. All right, so obviously I went, as JV set up, I went to Marilyn Monroe. So right now I'm going to throw up the video and the 360 so that all of y'all can see that. And while I'm doing this, if you have headphones, you might want to get those on, because right after we do this, we're going to roll right into, we'll just start playing it.
Yeah, and I just want to
remind,
I just want to remind folks, too, that we'll do the same thing we did last time. After tonight's initial reveal of this and our initial listen through exercise that we'll do tonight, we'll also post this after the fact so that you can actually play it and take your time with it and really, really listen to it at your own pace. And maybe, you might want to try different headphones, whatever. Different headphones can sound very different depending on their make and their style. So we will post this as a separate post after the fact as well, just so you know.
And then please, what you find, put it in the comments. Ideally with a timestamp. A timestamp helps a lot for me to find it, because then on Wednesday, like Wednesday day when I get home from work, I will go through what you guys have posted, clip it out, try and clean them up, do the high pass filter stuff, have the master, and then have some high pass, maybe some audio gain, and then we'll go through that on Wednesday's show and see what you guys found, kind of like we did last time with Corey Ten Boom. And we'll see if we got anything. I mean, I don't know if we did. None of us have listened to this yet, so this is just kind of how it's done in a normal group. You go out and do it, and then you come home and you listen. So right now, I'm gonna here is the video with audio when I do the 360. Helps if I turn the audio on. So that is the audio.
Can you? No, it's a video. Can you play it again? Can you play it again, Britt? I just do it again with the full audio. So is her one of those vaults? Is that
right? So I have a different video of that. So actually, let me back this up and pause it. Damn it! So you see that little tree there on the left side?
Tree on the left, yeah.
That little tree, there's a bench and a little tree.
Yeah.
Her vault is just to the left of that tree.
Okay.
So basically I started there and then did the full 360.
I'm really surprised there's nobody there.
I was really surprised too.
Wow. And if
you see past that big tree, that little house back, that's the offices for the place. There was only 2 people over there that we saw.
Okay.
Sorry, continue.
No, I was just going to say, when you went here, did you have to, like, is there a guard at the gate or anything, or is it just like any other cemetery where you can go in and pay your respects?
It's like you just go in and you pay your respects. What's weird though, if you look it up on the map book, so at the end of this road where you see the bushes up against that gray wall,
yeah,
you turn right there, and then boom, you're right on to Santa Monica Boulevard. So there are literally buildings all the way around. If you see how I went all the way around,
yeah,
see those high rises?
Yeah. They
continue all the way behind. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just this little patch of cemetery right in the middle of the big city. It's crazy.
Is it really, like that view you just gave us, that 360 view, is that the whole thing, or is there more to it?
Nope, that is the whole thing.
Wow, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a very expensive cemetery apparently to get into.
Well, I'm sure it is, yeah.
Out in this area is Natalie Woods out here just past that tree. I'm thinking about doing an EVP session at her place too.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting
at some point in the future.
Yeah, very interesting.
And then we should bring up her story because, was she murdered or did she actually drown? Who knows?
Well,
there's a lot of controversy around her.
There are 2 people that know.
So there's that.
3 people, one's dead.
Okay. True. Yeah, there you go. All right, and then this video right here, this is actually her, this is her vault. This is, and people still...
That one right there, right?
Tyler behind me.
Yep. I will.
So, I mean, I imagine there's a lot of other people that we would know the names of within those vaults too, right? I mean, do you know of any others offhand?
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of old time, like Groucho Marx types, Curly Joe.
Wow.
People like that. There's Hollywood history there.
I've got a hit list for you, and just if you want to take notes, Groucho Marx definitely. I want to do that, and I also want to find Bob Crane. Where's Bob Crane buried?
Oh, I don't know. We have to look that up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We need to.
But so you see the red roses that are on her vault? I actually put the recorder in the red roses vase. So it's held right up next to her vault.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow. Okay.
So that's where it's at. So
the picture that's to the left there, the picture that's right in front of her vault, but on the left side, and it looks like a blue dress or something. Is that her, or is that some a mourner, like somebody who came and put their own picture up there? Do you know?
I think that was someone famous. Actually, I sent you a photo. Did I not? Can you zoom in and look at it?
Yeah, I will.
Because this is a video, and I'm in vMix, and I don't exactly know how to do that. So, but yeah, and all these flowers are fresh, and it smells great.
Okay,
and it's very well kept.
It's not Marilyn, but it's too granulated. When I really zoom in, I can't tell who it is, but it's definitely not Marilyn. It's somebody standing in front of the vault.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe someone famous. I'm not good with that kind of stuff. So, anyway, so that's where I was at. That's what it looks like. So I do have Tyler with me. He's our cameraman when we're out on the road doing the live stuff. He is with me because we had to work in LA today, and I make him work with me. So the way that we did this, because there were so many questions in Facebook, and then there was a bunch of back and forth in there, it was hard for me to find an EVP question to ask, and then quickly find the next one and find the next one. So we went back and forth. So I ask a question, and he's finding the next one. Then he asks a question. While he's doing that, I'm finding the next one.
Right.
And that's why you'll hear his voice. We just went back and forth, but we stood perfectly still. We stepped back. At least we were over 6 feet away, but we stood perfectly still, and we asked the questions. And that's how. And you'll hear his voice too. And so, are we ready to do this?
Okay, let me ask you this. Were you cognizant of your breathing this time? Did you pay attention to that?
As best I could, yes. But it was Marilyn Monroe, so I was a little excited.
Yeah, so you were breathing kind of heavily. So we should really hear it this time.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, exactly. No, and I made a point to step a little further back, so, but we shall see.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. So the only thing I've done to this in vMix, I punched the gain up a little bit so it's easier to hear. So just a little.
You just made it louder. You just made it louder. That's all.
Yeah, just made it louder. Okay, here we go.
I'm going to ask EVP questions. Marilyn, if you're here, we have people that are fans of yours all over the world. I mean, we don't know if you're really hanging out here in a cemetery, but maybe you're attached to your body and you love your body and you're just here to hopefully answer our questions. So our first question is from Andrea Dunhill. Who was your favorite celebrity to work with?
Does it bother you that Richard Poncher is buried face down above you?
So Tyler didn't pick up on the fact that I was reading the names off of the people that were asking the question, so he never once said anybody's name. But fun fact, which I didn't know, and I looked it up, and it's true. Let's see if I can pause on it. There we go. The crypt directly above her, that's the name that Tyler said, and apparently he is buried face down to look at her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
So a couple of things I've noticed right away. First of all, I'm not sure if it's because of the gain boost that you gave this, making it louder, but the noise is significantly more present now. And I think the reason why is because instead of it being on an open air area, it's got a whole concrete wall on one side of it. So any noise that's coming from the street or whatever is coming at the device, hitting the wall, and then just reinforcing itself on the recorder. So it's probably going to be a little more challenging because of that. I didn't think of it ahead of
Okay,
doing that. The only way we're gonna have to fool around with the high pass filter or something later. We don't need to do it now.
Right. Yeah. And believe me, I tried to figure out a way to get it close to her crypt. It was either that or on the ground.
Here's a suggestion. Here's a suggestion too. Do you have a little piece of foam, like a there's like packing foam that comes in like boxes with for computer equipment.
Yeah, I get something like that.
If we do something like this at a crypt type situation where you've got a solid, basically marble or concrete wall behind it, just put that piece of foam right in front of the recorder, against the concrete. You know what I mean? So it acts as a buffer between the concrete and the device. That would help a lot, actually.
All right. Do you want me to turn the gain down or just keep going?
I don't know. Ask Chad. Is it too loud, making that rumble noise just too distracting, or is it just me because I've got it loud on my headphones? I don't know which. We'll see what Chat says about that.
All right. Well, we'll just keep going. We'll play it again if they want.
Yeah. I will go back to the very beginning. Let's start over again now that we've talked about that stuff.
Okay. All right. Here we go again, folks.
All right, we're at the Marilyn Monroe burial spot. We're going to ask EVP questions. Marilyn, if you're here, we have people that are fans of yours all over the world. I mean, we don't know if you're really hanging out here in a cemetery, but maybe you're attached to your body and you love your body and you're just here to hopefully answer our questions. So our first question is from Andrea Dunhill. Who was your favorite celebrity to work with?
Does it bother you that Richard Poncher is buried face down above you?
Carrie McFall is saying rest in peace.
Was it a murder or a suicide?
Terry Franco is asking, where's the diary or who took it?
How did you die?
Julie Rose is asking, what happened the night that you died? The night that you died. What happened the night that you died?
If you're in heaven, are you happy?
Okay, I'm going to pause right there. Did you hear anything yet?
I haven't really heard it. There was a couple times where I thought I heard a little something, and I can't even really define it or describe it. I don't know that it was a voice, and I don't remember exactly where it was because you played a lot there. So I'm not sure, but that rumble is
I'm
quite
watching
pronounced.
you. Right, I'm watching you. So if you hear something, put your hand up, and then I'll wait. Try and guess about where I'm at, and we'll stop. So you can give me a signal. This last question that was just asked, the diary. I thought I heard a little something in there. I'm not exactly sure, but definitely some birds in the background, as Doug is pointing out. But what I am not hearing is my breath at all.
Well,
and we have none of the weird glitches that we had.
Right, but you have to notice something. Like, your voice is not nearly as clear in this as it was in the recording we did the other night. Not nearly as clear.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Are you further away, or is that also a function of that big marble wall that's in front of you?
I think I took a 2.5 steps back, so it might be a little bit farther away, but I'm also talking a lot lower because it was that marble wall. So, and it kind of went around, so it was like a big echo chamber blasting out. So again, I don't want to get kicked out of these places. So I try to, because I was like in a megaphone, like if you go to a symphony where they're in the bowl and it kind of, they have that the designed roof that projects out the sound. That's what it was like when I was talking, and I talk loud as it is. So I was talking lower and slower for some reason. All right, do you want me to keep going, or do you want me to back it up because I think I heard something?
Do you want let's finish going through it, and then we can go back and revisit some stuff.
All right, so I'm going to write down the time. It's 2:11. All right, here we go. Continuing on.
Robin Lloyd is asking, what happened at the White House with JFK and RFK?
Is there anyone that you would like us to talk to?
Terry McMahon asked, who killed you?
Okay, any thoughts? Keep going.
Yeah, I'm picking up on anything this first time through. I don't know.
Okay.
And
We still got 1:38 left. Now, I did take the raw file without listening to it, and I did do a high pass filter to it. So after we get through this, if we want to go through with the high pass filter, we can do that also.
okay.
All right. Anybody in chat saying anything other than it's difficult?
Andrea has said a bunch of things in the YouTube chat. Iowa Joe said that he swears he's been hearing music in the background.
Well, Iowa Joe does acid, so of course he hears something. Okay, well, we'll continue. Now we have that, and then we'll go back and try and find some of this stuff. We only got 1:38 left.
April Thielman is asking, are you with Joe DiMaggio?
Oh my God, it's Joe DiMaggio.
Is it really?
She was married to him.
April Thielman is asking,
I have no idea.
are you with Joe DiMaggio? All right, so I'm asking. There's a lot of controversy about you, JFK, the CIA, how you died, did you commit suicide, were you killed? Can you help us out understand that? Did you take your own life, or did someone from the government help you cross over? If you're still watching what's going on this planet, are you in shock as to where we are as a society in this current day and age? All right, Marilyn, we really appreciate your time. Thank you for being here, if you are.
All right, and that's it. I'm glad I could make chat laugh.
Oh my God, Joe DiMaggio. Are you serious? You no, honestly, this is a serious question. You don't know who Joe DiMaggio is? One of the most. It's like Babe Ruth.
I mean, I know the name, but Yay Sports.
What's EA Sports?
Baseball doesn't have wheels or a motor in it. I really don't give a fuck about it.
I'm not a huge sports guy either, but I know who Joe DiMaggio is. Do you know who Joe Namath is? Not baseball, but you know that name?
Well, yeah, because I'm from California.
Yeah, but Joe Namath played for the Jets in New York.
Yeah, but didn't he beat Frisco in the which Super Bowl was it?
69. No, it wasn't Frisco.
69, yeah.
Wasn't Frisco, was it? Wasn't it the Packers?
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, well, we don't need to go down sports, but Joe DiMaggio, that's a classic. When we say words are Brit's second language, this is what we're talking about right here.
Yeah,
And sports,
DiMaggio. There we go. Now,
sports is his third language.
yeah. If it doesn't have a motor in it, I really don't. I've never cared about it. All right. So,
actually,
do we want to go back and try and?
I think we need to. I didn't hear, and actually, that whole second part, I was laughing too hard about the Joe DiMaggio thing. I couldn't even focus. So we probably should break it down. I would say break it down question by question. Don't allow two questions to play until we've had a chance to kind of just chat.
All right. Do we want to do the high pass filtered one or go back through this one?
Oh, it was the Colts. Thanks.
But you know what? Let me play. Of course, Scooter knows. He knows everything. Let me throw up the high pass filter so we can just hear the difference.
Okay. Yeah.
I gotta throw it in here.
Yeah, you're right, Skeptical. She is shocked that he didn't know how to pronounce DiMaggio.
All right.
Whoops.
We're at the Marilyn Monroe burial spot. We're going to ask EVP questions. Marilyn, if you're here, we have people that are fans of yours all over the world.
All right, so that's it. Is the high pass.
And you love your body, and you're just here to hopefully answer our questions. So our first question is from Andrea Dunhill. Who was your favorite celebrity to work with?
All right, that's it. I'm going to try and guess.
Hold
that
on.
was one question there.
Hold on a second. Now, I think it's actually a little easier with that high pass filter on, pulling out all that rumble. We'll suffer some audio loss because of that, because like I said, the human voice or even the spiritual voice is a full range voice, so it'll cut some of those frequencies out. However, the elimination of that rumble, I think, makes it a lot easier. Now, I would just say boost the gain a little bit.
Okay, boosting gain, maybe. Okay, we're boosted.
Okay.
And we'll start over again.
All right, we're at the Marilyn Monroe burial spot. We're going to ask EVP questions. Marilyn, if you're here, we have people that are fans of yours all over the world. I mean, we don't know if you're really hanging out here in a cemetery, but maybe you're attached to your body and you love your body and you're just here to hopefully answer our questions. So our first question is from Andrea Dunhill. Who was your favorite celebrity to work with?
Anything?
I don't think so, although at the very end there, I thought I heard like it may have been a car, but it was this higher pitched, but it may have been a vehicle.
All right, I'll back it up for a few seconds, and here we go.
Does it bother you?
Right there. Did you
That
hear
right
it?
there? Right
just
before Tyler
you
starts talking?
Yeah, just before
Yeah.
the next question.
All right, backing up again.
I mean, you hear that. It could just be a vehicle in the distance. It's really difficult to tell, but it is something that stands out a little bit.
Yeah, and it's definitely not a voice, telling us anything important. So, I mean, I think we just throw that aside.
Right.
All right, on to the next.
Does it bother you that Richard Poncher is buried face down above you?
Carrie.
I didn't hear anything. Did you?
No, I didn't.
All right. Here we go.
McFall is saying rest in peace.
Was it a murder or a suicide?
Terry Franco is asking, where's the diary or who took it?
Again, if you want to pause it, again, there's a little something almost sounds voice-like, but it could be a vehicle right after the diary question. Did you hear that?
Hold on. Okay, I'll back up.
Terry Franco is asking, where's the diary or who took it?
Oh yeah, they're. It's right after that car sound.
Was it a murder or a suicide?
Shit, I went way back too far.
Terry Franco is asking, where's the diary or who took it?
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Almost sounds like a male voice.
Yes. I'm backing up again. It's right after the car goes, "Roo, roo," and then you hear kind of,
Right.
almost sounds like our president.
Terry Franco is asking, where's the diary or who took it?
I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, obviously, it's not. There's nothing conclusive there. I hear that actually.
Right.
The more I listen to it, the more I hear that it almost like won't right after the question ends, and it keeps going, and maybe that car covers it up for a second, but I think it's there the
maybe.
whole time.
All right, let's try it again.
That was it.
Yeah.
Terry Franco is asking, where's the diary or who took it?
All right, and chat's finally caught up with us, and Billy Smith is saying yes. Mary Grace is saying yes. Carl Prince is saying there's a voice there. Mary Grace is also saying it's a lower voice, which definitely is lower toned. But does that mean that when I did the high pass filter is up high, or is it the low?
No, the high
that
pass
knocks out?
filter, a high pass filter, it's kind of backwards. A high pass filter cuts out everything below a certain frequency. It keeps the high, cuts the low. A low pass filter is the opposite. It cuts the high, keeps the low.
So since this is a lower sounding voice or whatever it is, would that be affected by the filter?
Possibly, but then again, I mean, we could. It possibly,
but we definitely couldn't hear it.
But we couldn't hear it before because that rumble is so loud. So,
right. DL Mullen is saying 2 syllables.
It almost sounds to me like the Peanuts adults want. It's kind of
the teacher.
Yeah,
want.
And it just keeps going. If it was like a vehicle accelerating and kind of go, keep a longer progression, higher in frequency, and it doesn't do that. It's want, something like that.
Yeah, but again, we're looking for that voice that punches through.
Yeah,
we all basically collectively go, "Holy crap! Did you hear that?"
Right, and this isn't that, but it's interesting nonetheless. And again, we're not claiming it's paranormal. We're just saying this is curious.
Right. And I also wonder, once I get the spirit box set up to play next to this recorder type of thing, if, different frequency range, different technique. I mean, we hear this here, then we compare it to the same timestamp as on the spirit box. Does the spirit box pick something up? And then all of a sudden now we have the spirit box happening, this want happening. It's all of a sudden like we're starting to get multiple energy recordings.
Yeah, and I have an idea, and we'll talk about it when we're done here tonight. But I have an idea of how we can create a little, not an isolation chamber per se, but using some foam just to deaden the ambient noise. It wouldn't be hard to make something. I mean, really, just we take a couple pieces of cardboard and glue some foam to it, and I think that might help out a lot. We can try that too. So.
All right. So shall we continue on? Everybody, if you're looking for the timestamp for this, it's at 124, right in that range. 124. If you guys, once we upload the file, you can download it and really analyze it. That'd be awesome. Here we go. Continuing on.
How did you die?
Emily Rose is asking, what happened the night that you died? The night that you died. What happened the night that you died?
Anything in there?
One point I thought I heard that same kind of voice thing, but then I'm pretty sure it was a vehicle.
All right.
That time.
Andrea's saying that just for note, I heard Britt breathe normally twice. It wasn't the same as the first investigation.
Okay.
I didn't realize I was a loud breather. I don't know if I should get a complex over this.
I know I am. I know
right,
when we're mic'd up and I'm walking up steps, I'm like into the mic, and James always comments on it.
Oh, God. Leave it to your kid to bust your balls. All right, here we go. Continuing on.
If you're in heaven, are you happy?
What was that? Right after that first bird chirp. Right after, are you happy?
If you're in heaven, are you happy?
Oh.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
If you're in heaven, are you happy?
Almost sounds like yes.
That's like saying yes.
It almost sounds like yes.
If you're in heaven, are you happy?
And for the timestamp, for those that are going to download later and listen, it's right at 2:03, 2:04. So, all right, I'll finish it out till the next question starts, and we'll talk about it.
Robin Lloyd.
All right. So go back to there.
If you're in heaven, are you happy?
It seems to get clearer every time you play it. Doesn't it? It seems to get more
what's
obvious.
interesting, we haven't heard this sound before. This is the first time I'm hearing this particular sound.
If you're in heaven, are you happy?
I don't know. Interesting. All right, there you guys go. 2:03, 2:04 is where that's at. Someone can analyze the hell out of that and let us know in chat once we post it. All right, continuing on.
Robin Lloyd is asking, what happened at the White House with JFK and RFK?
Is there anyone that you would like us to talk to?
Anything?
I thought I heard footsteps, but I don't know. Did you guys move at all when you were doing this? Was there any movement?
We tried not to, but, that's why I wasn't calling those out, because I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
We are there, and these microphones are very sensitive.
Mary Grace heard it too. Did you? So you heard it as well? You heard what I'm talking about, right? Sounds a little...
tapping. She's saying tapping.
Well,
Let me back it up. We'll play it again.
I called them footsteps, yeah.
Okay.
Is there anyone that you would like us to talk to?
Oh, that's not footsteps. That's like a tapping from the inside.
Oh, that's comforting.
Is there anyone that you would like us to talk to?
I swear these get louder as we play them.
What the hell?
Is there anyone that you would like us to talk to?
Terry?
Yeah. What was that? I mean, that's not footsteps. And we'll be able to tell, because at the very end, when I walk towards the recorder, mentally we'll make a note and then just we'll listen to the footsteps.
Yeah, and when I said footsteps, what in my mind I was thinking like high heels, like not Britt walking.
Oh.
But like high heel clicking.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when I heard it the first time. But as I hear this more,
Terry McMahon and RFK.
Oh, I went way back. Oops.
Is there anyone that you would like us to talk to?
and it's really obvious.
Yeah. And I think Billy Smith is onto something. We're listening to it, so our brain's like already filtering out the other crap so we can hear it better. So maybe there's some human biofiltering going on.
Right.
Terry McMahon asked, "Who killed you?" April Thielman is asking, "Are you with Joe DiMaggio?" All right, so
Make sure I get a copy of that. I need that cut.
You kind of do. You're recording right now, right?
Yeah, it's true. I do have it. Yep.
All right.
I'm asking, there's a lot of controversy about you, JFK, the CIA, how you died, did you commit suicide, were you killed? Can you help us out understand that? Did you take your own life, or did someone from the government help you cross over? If you're still
You hear anything in there?
I didn't hear anything.
I did not either. Yeah, I think the CIA had it shut down.
watching what's going on this planet, are you in shock as to where we are as a society in this current day and age? All right, Marilyn, we really appreciate your time. Thank you for being here, if you are.
Those are your footsteps
are
there.
Tyler behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the footsteps definitely didn't sound like the tapping.
Yeah, no, that was very different. It was very distinctly different.
Yeah, interesting. All right, there's your Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, and
EVP
I think if we can perfect some type of sound baffles that help deaden that ambient noise, which I think we could do pretty easily, we'll put this one on the list to revisit at some point.
Yeah. Well, and I'm definitely going to go back there and do. I want to do Natalie Wood. See if she's there, because that's a pretty crazy story.
Yeah, definitely. By the way, Jeannie says that. Where is it here? Where did she say it? Jeannie, where are you? Jeannie. Oh, Bob Crane is in the Westwood Memorial Park, Los Angeles, California. Westwood Memorial Park. Do you know where that one is? I'm sure you can find it. We do need a shirt.
I think it was right
Iowa.
where I was.
We do need a shirt that says DiMaggio. Yeah, Joe DiMaggio. That's right, Io. Put that one on the list, please. So we're going to upload this, or we'll post it on Facebook and YouTube so that you can listen to it at your leisure, at your speed, stop and start it where you want to, and see if you hear anything else. I mean, we listened to that 3 or 4 times before we started to hear some of those things. And then put into the comments a timestamp and what you think you heard, and then later in the week we will we'll replay this, and we will look at the information that you provided and try to check it out.
Oh, geez. He's buried in the same place Marilyn Monroe is. I was right there.
It's the same one?
Yeah.
Damn.
I just go back. It's not that big a
Yeah,
deal.
no, I'm like, damn, that's going to be easy. I'm like, damn, not going to be hard at all.
Yeah.
Cool. Is he in the vaults or is he in the ground?
I don't know. I'm looking right now. He's got a whole TripAdvisor and everything.
A TripAdvisor. Wait, is
TripAdvisor where he's buried?
Is his grave a Airbnb or something? Can you like sleep there?
Maybe.
Yeah, Arlene, that's what I was saying. So Arlene said
Peter Falk's
Peter Falk's
Peter
there too?
Falk's in here too.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Cool. How about what's the guy's name that maybe he's not even dead yet. Robert Blake. Didn't he shoot somebody?
Oh, that I don't know. Yeah, didn't he go to jail or something like that?
I can't remember what happened to him. Yeah, Joe DiMaggio might want to talk to Britt at this point. So you're right, Doug. That's exactly right. Britt should go there next because Joe DiMaggio might have a few things to say. Arlene, that's exactly what I heard. Arlene said the two taps remind me of a woman standing on high heels stomping one shoe.
Oh, maybe. Yeah,
One's for yes, two for no. So when I heard that, I thought high-heeled shoes. I said footsteps, but that's exactly what I thought it was the first time I heard it. So interesting that you thought the same thing.
Oh, Dean Martin's in here also.
Oh, wow. How about Jerry?
There's a lot
Jerry
in here.
Lewis.
I'm not seeing him yet.
Yeah, I imagine there's a whole bunch in there.
All right. Well, Carol O'Connor,
Ooh.
Merv Griffin.
Ooh.
Who the hell is Sebastian Cobot? Do you know who that is?
Sebastian who? Cabot? Sebastian Cabot.
Cabot? C-A-B-O-T?
Cabot.
Yeah, Cabot.
Sebastian Cabot.
George Scott III?
George C. Scott?
Oh, it doesn't say C, but yeah, it's George C. Scott.
Yeah.
He's there. David Nelson, whoever that is. Christopher George.
So,
Robert Armstrong.
DL Mullen in our Facebook chat said Robert Blake died on March 9th this year, 2023, Los Angeles,
Wow.
California. But I don't know where is he buried. There's a link here. DL put a link in here, but I can't click on it now. I don't know where he's buried. I'm not so. The only reason I thought of him is because of that whole controversy with he shot somebody. People think,
child actor, comedian.
yeah. Marilyn gave us a persona, kind of the airhead persona, but yeah, she was definitely more shrewd than.
Yes.
Yeah, Sebastian Cabot was in Family Affair. That's right. Wasn't he the butler guy? French, Mr. French. Wasn't that him?
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that. And I'm not seeing, I clicked on that link. I'm not seeing where it says he's buried at.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, I didn't realize that cemetery was so loaded. All right.
He was Mr. French.
Yeah, they're going to get to know me there. Because apparently I'm going to be going back.
Nice. Cool. And Bob
All
Crane.
right.
Bob
All
Crane
right.
is in the same one you're saying?
Yeah, well, that's what it said.
Wow. That's another great one because of the mystery of his death.
Yeah. Who was the guy? Bob Crane's the one from Hogan's Heroes, right?
Yes. The one that had all the sex tapes.
Yeah, okay.
Did all the perverted
Yes.
sex tape stuff. And
He was into some stuff.
then he died in a hotel room in Scottsdale, Arizona, bashed in the head with a camera tripod.
Wow.
And they've pretty well suspected or were convinced it was his friend John Carpenter that did it. And but they ended up trying him but they just didn't have enough evidence to convict him because they didn't have DNA and that stuff back in 1977 when he died. So
Right.
oh, Robin
what
Williams,
freaky
yeah,
stuff he
Robin
was doing
Williams. Is Robin Williams in that same cemetery?
I don't know. What was the name of it? It's Westwood, right? Westwood
Well, the one that
Village Memorial.
yeah, the one that Jeannie said it was I got to find it again. Westwood Memorial Park.
Yeah, I found it. Oh shit!
Oh.
Rodney Dangerfield's in here.
Oh wow! I don't get no respect. I get no respect.
So, relatively small and hidden, Westwood Cemetery is packed with dead stars, most famously Marilyn Monroe. You'll also find Fanny Bruce,
Bryce.
Truman Capote.
Fanny Bryce.
Fanny Bryce, Truman Capote. Let's see if I can, let's see how many names I
Yeah,
can
okay,
jack up.
this will be fun.
Truman Capote?
Truman Capote.
Capote. Dean Martin, Natalie Wood, Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau,
Mathau. Walter
John
Mathau.
Mathau.
Walter Mathau.
Oh, yeah. Walter Matthau. And then John Cassavetes.
John
Yeah,
Cassavetes. He's the one
Who's
that he played. He was in Rosemary's Baby. He was the husband in Rosemary's Baby. He did a bunch of stuff late 60s, early 70s. It was actually quite popular at that point.
All right. Rodney Dangerfield, Don Knotts, Carl
wow.
Wilson, Frank Zappa, Billy Wilder.
Wow. It's a whole year's
Just to
worth
name
of
a few.
EVPs. Year's worth.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I just might as well move in.
Yeah, can you bring your trailer right in there and park it?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that's a list of names right there.
It is quite a list.
Let's see. I found another list. Let's see if it's longer.
Do you have an aerial search going on at your place or something?
Life flight.
Oh.
I live right in the path of a life flight. But, you can't get pissed about that because it's coming from Chalk Hospital, Children's Hospital of Orange County, so it's bringing in kids.
Right.
So I just shut up and they got to do what they got to do. But sometimes, man, they come off that helipad low. They'll go over my house so low I can feel the wind off the rotors.
So I'm trying to. It says Blake is buried. Burial, St. Peter's Cemetery West something. I don't know. It cut off here and I can't click on it.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll find them. Yeah, that was the list.
Cool. That's awesome. There's a lot of really interesting people interred there that be fun to see if we can get anything, get any EVP stuff. Mrs. Beasley, oh my God.
Oh, Farrah Fawcett's here?
In the same one?
I don't know. It's all part of the same article. And then it's showing Farrah Fawcett, Marilyn Monroe, Hugh Hefner, Natalie Wood. And it's got photos of Betty Page.
Oh, really?
Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah, Jack Lemmon. Frank Zappa. James Colburn. Oh, now that I see his face, I know exactly who it is.
Yeah.
Eva Gabor.
Oh.
Truman Capote.
Capote.
Billy Wilder. Oh, I know all of Dean Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Carol O'Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Merv Griffin. Donna Reed.
Oh, wow.
Heather O'Rourke. George C. Scott. Don Knotts. Richard Dawson. Oh, Richard Dawson from The Family Feud.
Yeah, Richard Dawson
Jesus.
from Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, I'm going with Family Feud. That's where I know him from. But Hogan's Heroes also, yes. Robert Stack. Robert Stack. Burt Lancaster.
Oh, wow.
Brian Keith. Yeah, Brian Keith. John Cassavetes. Cassavetes. Eddie Albert.
Oh.
Peggy Lee.
Ah.
Carl Malden.
Wow.
Roy Orbison.
Roy Orbison, too. Wow.
Christopher George. Sidney Sheldon. Dominique Dune. Buddy Rich.
Ooh.
Walter Matthau. Daryl Zanuck. Fanny Price,
Bryce.
Robert Newton, Mel Torme,
Ooh.
David Nelson, Kent Taylor, Eric Douglas, and so on and so on, and the
Cool.
list goes on.
All right. Well, we got a lot of opportunities there. I don't have nearly as many famous people near me, but I am going to do a few of these with some notable citizens like James Fenimore Cooper, who's about 2 blocks away from me here.
D.L. Mullen is saying that Hugh Hefner, and I didn't even look, Hugh Hefner bought the box next to Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, really?
So now I got to go back and look at that because I didn't even notice that. How funny.
That's crazy. All right.
There we go.
So we'll be posting that EVP session so you can listen through it, put comments, timestamp, and what you think you heard, and then we're going to revisit this at the end of the week. So a couple other things we want to do here. One is we've got another psychic challenge. On the back of this card, or the front of it, whichever you want to say, on the other side that you're not seeing, there are 3 shapes. Now, I will tell you this. I'm using 4 different shapes. A circle, a square, a triangle, and a diamond. Those are the 4 shapes that are possible. What I've done on here is I have 3 shapes in a sequence from left to right. Shapes can be repeated. What do you think you see with your mind's eye? Using your ESP, your sensitivities, what 3 shapes do you think you see on the other side of this card? I'm focused on them. I'm concentrating on them.
Octagon, a trapezoid, and a rectangle.
Okay, now my question to you is, do you know what a trapezoid is, or did you just use the word?
I know the word.
So you couldn't draw
7
one
sides?
No,
a pentagon is...
Trapezoid's only 4 sides.
Pentagon... Is it?
Yeah, it's just they're not parallel. The 2 sides are not parallel.
Got it. I know now.
So I will post this, and I'm going to do what I did last time and put a black strip over this so you won't see it in the picture, but it'll be there. And put in the comments what you think you see with your mind's eye, your sensitivities, with your psychic abilities, whatever it is. Now, understand, we know this is not an easy thing. I don't expect, even if you were Uri Geller or some major psychic, I don't necessarily believe that you would be able to get this in this fashion, but it's fun. That's why we call it a psychic challenge. Valerie's already guessing. Nice, Valerie. Okay, so I've noted your what you think you see here, but do it on Facebook after I post it there, because that's what we'll go to when we revisit this. So. And then, so that's it, right? Now we're gonna do
I think we're done.
Premiere of our most recent Paranormal Guys cartoon, so we can have a little chuckle on the way out. And then couldn't get the first 2. I thought they were.
We'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll see you guys Wednesday. So I'm just trying to catch up on chat, make sure I didn't miss anything, and I think everybody's good. Oh, mental health check. What? I don't know what that means, MJV Almighty, but okay.
What's it say?
It says, let me find it again. It says, men mental health check-in. How are you doing today? Anything surprising happening lately? I have no idea what that means.
That sounds like a bot.
Yeah, I think it probably is. So, well, thank you, Billy. We enjoy it too. That's why we've done it more than once. We're going to continue to do it. These are kind of fun, and again, we know the limitations of what we're working with, but they're fun to do nonetheless. And yes, thank you, Valerie. I didn't mean to discount what you said here, but the Facebook chat is where we're going to keep track of all of the things that people think they see or suggest or whatever it is.
I find it really, really suspicious that you ignore Maggie's comment. on the Facebook chat.
Well,
right
I
above
assume
Billy's.
Maggie is either your alter ego, like you have a different account named Maggie and you're just in there complimenting yourself, or it's a bot of some kind trying to sell you something. I don't know which it is, but if you want to,
I don't know.
If you want to call
I'm
attention
just thinking
to it.
it's odd that you're screening anything nice said about me.
I'm not screening anything.
And you only highlight the stuff about the show or you.
I don't think that's true.
But you read everything. You read everything Iowa Joe says about me.
Well, that's
like you
true.
Don't. It's like you don't miss that.
That is absolutely true. You're right about that.
Thank you, Maggie. You're too kind.
You're right. You're absolutely right about that. I don't miss anything Iowa Joe says about you because usually he's making fun of you in some fashion. So, good point. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up, Britt. That was very astute of you. Very observant. Okay, let's play this most recent episode of A Paranormal Guys. Have a lot of fun, people. Laugh a little, enjoy life, and we'll see you in a few days. We're not going to come back after this cartoon. So when it's done, we're done.
Hasta la vista. Well, I certainly didn't touch them. They smell.
Britt, this is unlike any other case we've encountered before. The disturbances in this house are hard to explain, and no effort to cleanse the house has been successful.
It's as if the spirits are trying to convey something, JV, but we can't decipher their messages. It's frustrating. Maybe we have to try something unconventional.
Yeah, exactly. The clients have reported eerie whispers, objects moving all on their own, even apparitions, full-bodied, in fact. But nothing seems to make sense.
JV, I think we need to do something that we've often said we would never do. Use the Ouija board.
We can try it, Britt, but you know we have to be exceptionally careful every step of the way.
Well, of course, silly.
Britt, are you sure about this? I've heard so many stories about Ouija board mishaps. Things can go very bad very quickly.
No, I'm really not, JV. We'll proceed with caution. We'll follow proper protocols, I promise. Open and close properly, the whole 9 yards. We'll even smudge if we have to. We're here to gather information, not invite chaos.
Smudge? Really?
Okay, JV, let's give this a try. Spirits, if you're here, we respectfully seek your guidance. Please communicate with us. Holy crap, JV, it's moving. I'm not moving it at all. It's doing it all on its own.
Yeah, I see it. Let's see. It's spelling EVELYN. That spells Evelyn. Britt, that's the name of the woman who used to own this house. Evelyn, if you're here, can you tell us why you're causing these disturbances?
She took something precious from me. Wow, JV, I can't believe this is working.
Wow. Evelyn must be seeking justice for something she lost. We need to find out what it is. We need to find out where it is, and we need to help her find some peace. I never thought I'd say this, but we need to continue using this Ouija board. We have to gather more information, Britt. We owe it to Evelyn. Let's keep going.
Find the hidden compartment. This must be what Evelyn was searching for. Read the letter, JV.
Let's see here. My dearest Evelyn, take this token of my love and carry it with you always. Love, Thomas. P.S. The Yankees rule.
Oh my God, it's the Dodgers all the way.
Wow. The Dodgers? Evelyn, we understand your pain now. We found the locket and we found the letter, and we'll make sure it's returned to you where it belongs.
Evelyn, we hope this brings you the closure you've been seeking. Rest in peace. Geez, JV, maybe we should use the Ouija board for all of our cases.
Well, we'll see, Britt, but that still seems like a really, really bad idea.
You may be right.